Hey everyone, it's been a while since Addie and I, aka the monkey, have done a video, and this is something we've been wanting to do for a while. So we wanted to introduce the all-new 2020 Expedition. This is the stealth package with the Max, which gives you the extended length. And you know what? We just want to go over a few things that makes the stealth package a little bit more unique, and some of the things Ford's doing as standard features on a lot of their vehicles, and what's really standard on these bigger vehicles now too. So hey, sit back and enjoy. Hope everybody's doing well and staying healthy. Thanks for watching. All right, underneath the hood here, we have the 3.5 liter EcoBoost V6, which is a twin turbocharged engine. In everything other than the Platinum, you get a 375 horsepower EcoBoost, mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission. Addie and I have been driving this around just for the last, I don't know, about 24 hours. Transmission is really smooth. I mean, Ford's really trying to do the best they can with such a big vehicle to get the best fuel economy for you. That's why they've gone to the 10-speed automatic transmission. You do have a manual shift mode like you have in a lot of the Ford vehicles. Gives you the ability to have a manual transmission, and it is push button. It's kind of on a weird location. Instead of being paddle shifters, they put it in the center console, which is a little odd to me. We'll show you that here in a little bit, but yeah, I just wanted to point that out. If you do go to the Platinum Edition, though, you do get a 400 horsepower EcoBoost engine. So they do increase by 25 horsepower. Probably something to do with the tune that they put in the engine, or either maybe just a little bit more boost. It's another just 25 horsepower. But most of the things underneath here, Ford's really done well with over the years with making sure all of your maintenance items are easy to locate. With either a clear reservoir or a cap that really stands out with yellow. Washer fluid is blue. Even the power brakes over here have a black lid with a clear reservoir, and then the dipstick still has a yellow handle on it. So easy to find everything else under here. A lot of the things under here probably will never have to really touch too much. Again, Ford's got a great warranty on their vehicles. And with this stealth package, I mean, you've up front you have the headlamps that have the black surround on the back side of it. I wish, you know, with Ford, with these stealth packages, that they would have put a kind of a black or bronze, you know, look on the Ford emblem. Really kind of black it out if possible. Maybe take away some of the more of the chrome and put a little bit more black accent type chrome on it. But again, it's a good looking vehicle. I like the black that they have done on it, like the Max logo on the back, which we'll show you here in a little bit. But yeah, fabulous engine, great horsepower for such a big vehicle. We really were moving around, going through traffic today, and still getting relatively good fuel mileage for a big vehicle. I mean, we've been anywhere from 17 to 18 miles per gallon. We have on a longer little trip got 19, almost 20. So yeah, Ford's doing what they can to give you the horsepower and a smaller displacement engine, and then mating it to a 10-speed automatic. Again, trying to optimize that fuel mileage. Well, here up front, everyone, Ford did a great job. I mean, the Expedition's always been a big vehicle, so you really can't make it any bigger. They have made some of the amenities nicer in these vehicles. I mean, the one thing I did like is they gave you a little bit more storage. So you've got a dual glove box. So you've got one down here for your owner's manual, has a little shelf, and you've got extra space here. But then they give you this one up here as well to house maybe some things you reach for a little bit more often or want to know where it's at, a pen, a pencil, pad of paper, maybe your registration, if you really enjoy that EcoBoost engine. But yeah, it's, again, just some more storage. I do like some of the technology features Ford's put in here. On this particular Max stealth package, we have the wireless charging pad in here. I've got a Google Pixel 4 XL, charges well even with the case on. And then they give you a USB and a USB-C charge port right there as well. Now, as far as the center stacks, nothing's changed really a bunch over these last year or so with the Expedition. We do have the B&O sound system now, which I think the top version of that is like 1100 watts. So again, Ford's really getting into what makes the drive nice, and people really like music, like good quality sound, so they went with B&O on the Expedition here. Heated and cooled front seats, dual automatic temperature control for the front passengers, and then you have an automatic temperature control for the rear passengers. Now, if they're the little ones and they can't control it, you can set it for automatic, or you can give them control as well. The other great thing about this one is that it does have the dual panel roof here, and with a click of a button here, you can open the sunshade, keep the heat out if you want on these hotter days like we're having around here in central Illinois, or you can open it up, let some of that sunshine through, and then the center button here does the moonroof. So you can open that up, get some more ventilation. I still love their new Sync 3 system, a lot quicker than the last version, and doesn't have those 4 quadrants anymore. It has all the buttons right at the bottom, nice and big, easy to get to. Their maps are nice as well, but I do like that Ford's also incorporated Android Auto and Apple CarPlay into these as well. The 360 camera is one of the technologies on this as well. So you've got a front camera, rear camera, side cameras that are in the mirrors, side mirrors, that'll give you a 360 look over the top. Helps you in those sticky parking situations, but then getting close to maybe an obstacle in front of you or getting behind you to get out does make it very nice. Now, these also, standard now is blind spot information system. You also have a rear camera, which is standard now for Ford on a lot of these vehicles. Lane keeping system is another one that has become standard for Ford. And some of the optional equipment that you can get in the Ford Copilot 360 Assist, just adding to that technology, you can get the adaptive cruise control, which is a feature that I absolutely love, not having to stop or actually not stop, but just reduce your cruise by hitting the minus button. It automatically slows you down when you're coming up to a slower car until you go up to pass it. But then it also has the automatic emergency brake assist. So if you don't hit the brakes in time, it pre-charges them, and it can actually apply full brake pressure as well. I never would give the computer full control. I'm not one of those that's looking forward to autonomous vehicles. I still like what I can do as the driver, so I know a lot of you out there might feel the same way, but yeah, that's just something I can't give full control over, but it is nice when it alerts me that, hey, that someone has stopped in front of you when you're talking maybe to your passenger, or the kids in the back are telling a funny joke or just screaming and yelling, whatever it might be. So great features, great technology. Right up here in that center console here is your rotary dial for your automatic transmission, but right here, here's that manual mode, right in the center of that, and then they put the plus and the minus down here, like I was talking about earlier. Not quite where I would like it. I would much prefer it up on the steering wheel like they have on so many other of their select drive, but it is what it is right now. You do have your drive modes as well, like they've had in Explorer for quite some time. It's more of what you see, put it in that mode. So normal mode obviously does regular four-wheel drive, but you start switching from mud and sand to snow and slippery, it actually tells the transmission, the brains of the vehicle, to apply less to the ABS system or the traction control, let the tires spin a little bit more to get you through the deeper snow, things like that. It changes the torque to the wheels. So again, it is a really intuitive system, and it's all based on what we can see. We don't have to worry about being on 4 high or 4 low anymore. It's just, again, they've figured out, let the computer do it and give you a little bit easier time getting through those harder terrains.
Hey everybody, it's the monkey. So today I'm going to show you the back seat. So we have our media controls, our temperature control, our heated seats. And the thing I would like about this is to have cooled seats, because especially in the summer it gets hot. We have our 110 volt plug, and we have over here 2 USB plugs. And then back here is the easiest way to get to the back. You just pull up on this handle and then push it forward, and then you can easily get to the back seat.
Yeah, like Addie was saying, guys, everybody in the back actually has plenty of room. I mean, the Expedition gives you lots of rear leg room, and the second row can be slid forward a little bit once it's locked into place. But the Expedition also gives you a 60-40 split rear bench, which gives you plenty of place for the person in the middle to sit, and then the outboard passenger. So It's not someone sitting on the crack itself. I know some other models out there have a 50-50 split bench, so somebody in the middle is going to be sitting on the seam of both seats. But in the Expedition, they make it a 60-40, which makes it a little bit easier for the rear passengers to get comfortable. And then the other thing is obviously rear vents. Love having the rear vents. Like Addie said, it would be nice if the second row was cooled as well, but you know, we got what we got. So.
Yep.
Let's take a look at the back of the vehicle here real quick, show you the cargo space. Well, the great thing about the rear cargo on these things is even with the third row up, Addie's still sitting back here, and you got plenty of room for luggage. The other great thing Ford's done with these is now you've got buttons off here to the side with the power folding option in this Expedition. So you can actually fold the third row, but you can also fold forward the second row as well. So you don't have to go around to the side and flip those second row captain's chairs anymore by yourself. You can actually do it right from here. Another cool feature is up by the driver's knee up there on the dash, there's a way to actually flip down the rear headrest. So if you're driving and don't have anybody in the third row and those headrests are just a little bit in the way from seeing traffic behind you, you can flip those down and give yourself a little bit more visibility. You've also got storage compartment underneath here that'll have the capless fuel filler little plastic piece that, you know, if you run out of gas, most gas cans aren't going to fit in this capless fuel filler. So they give you a nozzle that you can put down in there and then pour gas into that. And then access to your spare tire wrench and everything else is in there. But they give you some cubbies around here as well. It's nice because they do have some USB chargers for the third row people as well. And then they've topped it off with having the power lift gate. So you can do that from the button that's on the tailgate itself, from inside up at the driver's side of the car, or from the fob itself. But I think overall Ford's given a lot of flexibility here with more cargo space still in the back, even with the third row up. But if you want enough room to put a 4x8 sheet of plywood, that's right, you can fit a 4x8 sheet of plywood with all the second and third row folded down, all the way to the back of the rear seat. So again, Ford's giving lots of flexibility for those who don't want a minivan, who don't want a crossover, they want an SUV, something they can tow a good amount with, get all the family in, go on those long vacations, good trips. This is it for them. Well, everyone, we hope we've given you some information about the 2020 Expedition. It's 3.5 EcoBoost with a 10-speed automatic transmission. Great riding vehicle. Didn't get a lot of time to actually go on a test drive today with all that we had going on, but you know, with all the amenities, all the cool technology features and safety features, I mean, I really do enjoy these vehicles. With it just being me and Monkey, we really don't need the big vehicle, but we do enjoy the cool features that these bigger vehicles do offer. Mm-hmm. So, what are your final thoughts about the Expedition, Monk?
I love it.
You love it?
Yeah.
What do you like about it so much?
I like that there's so many seats in the back, and if we ever go on like a long vacation, we could easily like fold down seats and then have a lot of storage for lots of suitcases.
That's true. Yeah, there is a lot of flexibility to the seating configurations, the storage. You got all kinds of stuff on these vehicles. So, hey, we do appreciate you guys watching. Click that thumbs up button for us. Let us know you enjoyed the video. And again, if you didn't like the video, just hit that thumbs down twice. We want to make sure that we know you didn't like it. But appreciate you guys watching. We appreciate our subscribers. Subscribe to us. We're going to have more videos coming now that we're out of quarantine. And my dealership's open back up, so we'll be able to get some more videos going to you guys. So thanks for watching, guys. Everybody be safe out there. Stay healthy and have a blessed day.
Bye.
Bye.